What is up, everybody? I take pop culture and anime and I put them into EDH decks. This is a bit of a nostalgia trip for me because Kermit's Swamp Years came out 2002 direct-to-video Kermit's origin story. So we're doing a Kermit EDH deck. And if you didn't know, these are the Twin Towers. And canonically, Kermit caused 9/11. His existence somehow means the Twin Towers got hit in 9/11. Look it up on Reddit. It's real. Anyways, new merch. Kermit caused 9/11. Buy the shirt. Anyway. We got Grolnok the Omnivore. He's Kermit, right? He's 2 and Simic for a legendary creature frog 3/3. It's a frog tribal deck because whenever a frog you control attacks, mill 3 cards. And when I say mill, I really mean like mill, but more like a draw with extra steps. Because whenever a permanent card is put into your graveyard from your library, exile it with a croak counter on it, and then we can play lands and cast spells from among cards you own in exile with croak counters on them. So we're basically getting a pile to the side that we can cast with Kermit later, which is pretty cool. We got Zelix Sanity Flare. He's a little guy. He's got Hive Mind. Whenever a player mills one or more creature cards, you create a 1/1 black horror creature token. So the idea is whenever a frog attacks, we mill 3 cards. As long as 1 out of 3 of those cards is a creature per frog, we get ideally a horror per frog, if that makes sense. A little bit of math there, but hopefully we hit these. We hit these 1 out of 3 chances. Very similar, we got Chalk Outline. Whenever 1 or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 white and blue detective creature token, then investigate. So the idea is hopefully 1 out of 3 cards per frog is a creature, which instantly enters your graveyard, and then you get 1 detective from that because it immediately gets exiled with Kermit. Makes sense. It's cool. You build a big board. It's neat. Speaking of frogs and detectives, I don't know if you guys ever seen The Great Muppet Caper 1989 theatrical release and subsequent video release of a frog detective movie where they solve crime. And it's Kermit and Fozzie and Gonzo and Miss Piggy. Anyway, good movie, pretty decent, not bad. 13th Doctor. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That's what we do all the time with this deck because we're casting our Croaky cards with Kermit because they're from exile, so we get that. And then at the beginning of your end step, untap each creature you control with a counter on it. That's pretty good. Because Trollbred Guardian, he's a frog, by the way, gives each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it trample. So now they're being untapped and they have trample. He's a strong frog. He's a bit of a strong guy. Then we got Plaque Caster Frogling. All right. He's got Graph, but who cares? For 2 mana, target creature with a +1 counter on it gains Shroud until end of turn. That's how we protect Kermit. We shroud our frogs, probably from their traumatic backstory of how they probably caused 9/11 by just existing. Anyway, look it up on Reddit. How do we win? How do we win? That's always the question. Well, we have Laboratory Maniac. We mill ourselves, and hopefully we have no cards. Because if we have a drawing card event while the library has no cards in it, we win the game instead, and that's all about winning. And you know who else is a Lab Maniac? Osama bin Laden. That's right. Anyway, I got new merch. I was radicalized by Kermit, and all I got was this shirt. I mean, his existence caused 9/11. He had to be funding things behind the scene with that Muppet money. Anyway, back to the deck. Jace, Wielder of Mystery. He's 4 mana Planeswalker with 4 loyalty. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game. So just have no cards, idiot. And then you can, down tick him for 8, draw 7 cards, and then hopefully win the game, idiot. Anyway, you know who else is a Wielder of Mysteries like Jace? Osama bin Laden. That's right. Anyways, I got new merch. My bad. 40.7115 degrees north, 74.0132 degrees west. Blame Kermit. That's my bad. Look it up on Google if you want to have a good laugh. All right, that's my new merch. Anyway, back to the deck. So we got Kermit. We got some frogs. All right, Jade Avenger, Froghemoth, cool guys. All right, I got some bunch more frogs, but I didn't want to put them all there. Anyway, then we cut our losses. We mail half our library, and then we do it one more time. So that way we put a lot of guys in our graveyard, and we get some stuff, and we get closer to, we sacrifice Jade Avenger. Who cares? We get to copy it, whatever. We got Jace Wielder of Mysteries. Then we down tick him. Then we win the game. Or we have no cards in our library and win the game. Boom, bam, boom, bam, bing. All right, that's the end of the video. If you like this video, leave a like. If you subscribe to this video, subscribe. Leave in the comments down below who you'd want me to build a deck around next. Anime character, pop culture character, I don't know, Netflix original show. I don't freaking care, dude. I love ideas. I'm inspired. Anyway, have a good one. Leave a like and subscribe. Peace out.